Dear students of higher secondary level, you are welcome to the class. Hopefully, you are doing well. I am Siddhartha Shankar, an assistant professor in English in Government Horogonga College, Munshiganj. Dear students, we are learning how we can transform the sentences from affirmative to negative and vice versa. Today, we are going to start from rule 27. And dear students, today I am going to have a conclusion of this type of transformation. So dear students, you are requested to follow me very carefully. Dear students, you will find a lot of examples here, and if you remember those examples, and if you have a look of these examples, and if you have a note of these examples in your exercise book, I think you will be benefited. So here you see rule 27. Here in rule 27 you find that for the last time, forever, or for good in the affirmative sentences, and in this case you will use never dash dash again to make the sentences negative. See the example. She called me for the last time. For the last time. Now what is the negative? She will never call me again. He left Bangladesh forever. Now he will never come to Bangladesh again. The problem is solved for good. You will never face the problem again. So dear students, whenever you will find for the last time, forever, or for good, you will use never dash dash again to make it a negative sentence. Now rule 28. Here you see in the affirmative sentence we will find there are many things coming, there are many things yet to come. In this case you will use not the least or last to make those sentences negative. See the example. There are many more calls yet to receive. Now this is not the last call. You understand? See another example. There are many people coming. He is not the last man to come. There are many books coming. This is not the least book or last book. Rule 29. Here you see you may find more or less in the affirmative sentences. In this case you will use there is no hard and fast rule or restriction to make these sentences negative. See example. More or less you can do it like this. There is no hard and fast rule of doing it. More or less he will be happy with it. There is no hard and fast rule for making him happy. Dear students, you are again requested to look at the examples very carefully. If you go through the examples, you will build up a very good knowledge about this type of transformation. In rule 30 you see you may find empty or devoid of. In this case, to make these sentences negative, we will use there is no or nothing plus 2 plus verb 1. We can use there is no or nothing plus 2 plus verb 1, that is infinitive. See example. The computer was empty. There was no file in the computer. So there was no, we have used according to the tense. The canteen is empty. There is nothing to eat in the canteen. So here we have used 2 plus verb 1. Nothing plus 2 plus verb 1, that is infinitive. Her heart is devoid of emotion. There is no emotion in her. Now you see rule 31. Here we may find beyond in the affirmative sentences, and in the negative sentences we will use so plus adjective plus adverb, that plus not. See the example. The handle was beyond my reach. The handle was so high that I cannot reach it. So plus adjective plus that. The handle was so high that I cannot reach it. Follow the examples very attentively. Keep it beyond the reach of the children. Keep it so high that children cannot touch it. The situation is beyond our control. The situation is so bad or critical that we cannot control it. Okay, now let's go to rule 32. We may find out or out of in the affirmative sentences, and to make these sentences negative we will use not at home or their place of work. Not at their place of work. See, she is out now. She is not at her place of work. At her workplace now or place of work, the same. They are going out this evening. They are not staying at home this evening. This ship is out of the harbor. This ship is not at its harbor. So dear students, so at home, at this place you will use according to the affirmative sentences, we will choose the word. Dear students, let's move to the next rule. In the affirmative sentences, you may find out of. In this case, to make those sentences negative, we will use is from or is obtained or made of no other thing or place dash dash then. Let's see the examples. He drinks water out of the bottle. He drinks water from no other place than bottle. So out is there, we have used from no other place dash dash then. The statue was made of gold. The statue was made of no other metal than gold. He will get truth out of her. We will get truth out of her. We will get truth from no other person than her. It was done out of fun. It was done for no other intention than fun. So dear students, I am again requesting you to follow the examples, and these examples will make you confident about this type of transformation. Now see rule 34. We may find out of in the affirmative sentence again, and in this case we may use have, not have or not exist to make the sentences negative. See example. We are out of milk. We do not have milk now. The product is out of supply. We cannot supply the product anymore. You are out of love. Love doesn't exist in you. The clock is out of work. The clock doesn't work at all. Stay out of trouble. Do not take risk. So dear students, here you will find some different type of examples and rules, and you are requested again to note these examples for better understanding. Dear students, let's move to the next rule. In rule 35, you may find run out in the affirmative sentences, and to make these sentences negative, we will use not exist or no longer valid. See the example. Time is running out. Time doesn't wait for anyone. Or we can make these sentences like it. Time doesn't exist now. The pen has run out. Ink doesn't exist in the pen. Contract has run out. The contract is no longer valid. Dear students, let's move to rule 36. Here we may find less or the least in the affirmative sentence, and to make these sentences negative, we will use not plus more or the most. Let's go through some examples. He has less amount of money. He doesn't have more amount of money. He eats the least of all. He doesn't eat the most of all. Rule 37. Here you see in the affirmative sentence we will find it is better, and to make these sentences negative we will use a better than not. The examples will make you clear. It is better to remain silent. It is better than not answering, or it is better than not talking. It is better to have choice. Having choice is better than not having choice. It is better to email. Email is better than not using letter, or email is better than not using any other means. Dear students, this is the last rule of this type of transformation. Here you see, you may find should or should have plus verb 3. After should have, we will use verb 3 in the affirmative sentences. And to make these sentences negative, we will use did not or have not. He should have followed the proper way of doing the work. He didn't follow the proper way of doing the work. This is negative. He should have said sorry to his boss for mistake. He didn't say sorry to his boss for his mistake. So here, if you find should or should have in the affirmative sentences, we can make the sentences negative directly. Now, dear students, we have completed the most of the rules of making the sentences from affirmative to negative. So I think this type of transformation is very much clear to you. I think, dear students, you have followed all the classes I have made on this topic. Now I am going to give you some examples for your practice. And dear students, you may have a pause here, or you can have a screenshot of this page so that the examples you will be able to do the examples. Here you will find some examples, here some more examples. So dear students, you are again requested to work out these examples, and you can comment the answers in the comment box. You can write the answers in the comment box. So dear students, we have come to the end of the class. Hopefully you have enjoyed the class, you have enjoyed all the examples, and if you have any question regarding this type of transformation, you can write it in the comment box. Thank you for watching.